What is the Fort McMurray Chamber of Commerce?
I think first and foremost, Chambers and the Fort McMurray Chamber of Commerce is the voice of the business community. So we're advocates at heart. We speak with a collective voice for our community, and that's the core.
What is it like being a woman in business in Fort McMurray?
I think it's a fantastic place to be a woman in business in that it's a diverse community that values women in business. It embraces our voice, it embraces our competencies, and it allows us to be at our best.
So you've seen a lot of success in the Chamber of Commerce. You started off with how many members?
When I joined, it was 425. Today, we're at 594. It's such a great sense of satisfaction and a sense of gratitude that the businesses in Fort McMurray see the value that we bring. Very honestly, we are not actively going out to seek new members, but it's word of mouth. It's people seeing what we do. And to gain 50 members in 6 months has been an exceptional achievement. I'm just filled with gratitude and astonishment and very, very happy that the business community sees value in what we do.
What's your feeling on the current economic situation of Fort McMurray and the connection to the oil sands?
So the reality is, I think that connection has helped the community in that we have a very vibrant community. Now, post-COVID, this community has seen its challenges. It's seen the economic downturn, but it also was challenged by a fire and a flood. And because of that, we did see some difficult times. And a part of the reason why our growth has been so strong this year is because we've had stability with businesses. We have a lot of people that live here that work directly and indirectly for the oil sands that then support the community. As a chamber, our mantra is support local, shop local, support local, keep the money in the economy. And there's a lot of passion for that local support that we see amongst the residents in this community.
There's a big spike of Indigenous businesses joining the Chamber of Commerce. Why do you think that is?
You know, the reality is that we've always had a very, very strong membership from the Indigenous businesses. What we've seen is we actually now have board representation from Indigenous business. One of the things that came out of us hosting the Alberta Chamber AGM is a lot of other chambers trying to understand how to advance economic reconciliation, how to create those relationships with those Indigenous businesses. As a chamber, we serve everyone, but we also understand the value and the strength of the Indigenous businesses in our community.
How can Fort McMurray and the industry market themselves better to Ottawa?
I feel it's something that we should have been doing all along, maybe a lot stronger than we have been doing, but it has to be consistent effort. We need our provincial government, and we need each of us as citizens to be fair and tell the story as it needs to be told. We all need to be advocates. Every individual who lives in this community needs to be an advocate for our oil sands. They have made a commitment to net zero by 2050, and they're putting their money where their mouth is. So as a community, we need to support it, we need to tell that message, and we need to advocate for our community.
What was some of the unexpected things moving here?
You know what? Some of the great infrastructure, like McDonald Island, honestly, also the beauty. I keep coming back to Gregoire Lakes because that's one of my favorites, but there's also Eggstrom Lakes. There's lakes up in Stony Creek and all the provincial parks. My husband and I like to jump in the vehicle when we know the Northern Lights coming out.
What is the future for Fort McMurray?
The future for Fort McMurray is that we need to be part of the carbon capture story, and we need to ensure that we play a role and we diversify ourselves with the oil sands as it does so that we can continue to play an important role. We've had the announcement of that highway through to Grand Prairie, and that's something that's also important to take us away from being an end of the road, but to also put us on that trade route. That's a bright future, but we have work to do to diversify ourselves and ensure that we are part of the future of oil sands.
What do you do for fun at Fort McMurray?
I love in summer to head to the Gregoire Lake, sit on the beach, especially in the afternoon, grab something to eat and just hang out with my husband and just take it all in. It's one of my favorite spots in Fort McMurray.
If someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can reach me at the Chamber. So our Chamber's office is on Franklin Street, or you can check the website, www.fortmcmurraychamber.ca. I'm there, my contact's there, the email as well as our website. We're easy to reach.